Hello, ladies. Welcome back to the Dear Single Women's podcast. I'm your host, Shanintra, coming to you just audio today, no video. And I'm also on my balcony. It can get a little noisy out here, so I hope that you guys can all hear me well. If you're new here, welcome. The Dear Single Women's podcast is a podcast for single women who are healing, growing, living, and loving their lives on their terms. Please take a second to like the podcast, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Shanintra Says. Follow me on Instagram if you feel like it. I am Nubian_Nintra, Nintra. And I thank you for being here. Today, ladies, oh my goodness, do I have a story time for you? We are going to talk about, well, you can see the title of the podcast episode, and it's very true. And I will tell you, ladies, I'm really getting tired. I am tired of kissing toads. I know they say you gotta kiss a lot of frogs till you get your prince, but let that happen enough times and it's like, ugh, I'm not putting my mouth out there anymore, metaphorically speaking. It can be really tough. So, this weekend, I went to church. I went to my friend's home church, and I'm sitting there, minding my business. And this guy, I guess he said it, that he was like sneaking glances at me, and I didn't notice. So he came up to me after the sermon was over and was talking with me. And I'm thinking like, oh, okay, cool. I honestly didn't think anything of it. Like, it always be taking me a second to realize that somebody's like flirting with me. So I didn't realize it. And he was like doing some things that were kind of cute, once it did click for me. And everybody was making eyes at me, looking at me like he went to pull out my chair. He offered to get my food. He tried to sneak his little way into connecting with me on social media. And when that didn't work, because my Facebook is locked down, I don't know what settings I have on there, but you can't even add me as a friend. When that didn't work, then he just straight up asked me, like, do I have a boyfriend? I said no. And he said, oh, can I get your number? And I gave it to him and all that. And then he wound up leaving. But girls, this dude started fumbling the bag from the very first moment, okay? Like after that. Oh my gosh. I don't even want to tell this story because it's just like, woof, that wasn't a toad. That was a whole, like, I don't know. That was the whole amphibian crew put together. Like, for one, he called me like, he's like, I'll give you a call later today or whatever. I'm thinking, okay, cool. Girls, I didn't even make it out of the church before he called me. I was only there for like another hour after he left. He called me. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I didn't answer because I'm still here. I ain't even leave yet. So I'm like, I'll call him on my ride home, which I do. He was like, oh, you didn't even leave yet, blah, blah. So like just that excitement, it was like, it could be a good thing. I don't want to say it's a bad thing entirely. Like, I'm beautiful. I'm smart. I'm cute. Like, I'm fun to be around. You're all those same things. So guys could like be excited and be anxious, and it's a little cute if it's genuine, especially because most men don't tap into that. So like if he's displaying like crush energy, it could be kind of cute. I really felt like it was a role reversal, which in a way I'm proud because I'm the one who's cool, calm. All right, we could talk. This guy is nervous, giddy, over talking, over sharing. And I'm just like, wow, usually when the old me, right? The me before this podcast, the me who was an anxious attachment kind of woman, she would have been the one to be like, oh, can I talk now? Can we talk now? Like, can we do this? Can we do that? Da da da. Oversharing and doing too much. And like, so this was good for me to see. Like, yeah, my transformation is complete because I wasn't on that energy at all. Even with the cute gentleman stuff, I wasn't on that. So back to the story. He um he was talking to me on my ride home, totally just talking a lot, dominating the conversation, oversharing. He went into some irrelevant stories that have nothing to do with me, which I was starting to feel like it was a level of disrespect because it's like, know who you talking to. So here's what he was saying. One of the things he asked me if I had any children. I said no, not yet. You know, I'm definitely picky with who I choose to bring a child into this world with, and I am waiting for the right person. Um, and I will know that because there will be a ring on my finger. There will be a vow before God and man, and then you will put some skin in the game and not just slipped up and got her pregnant. So he's like, I asked him, and he said no. I said, do you have any kids? And he said, well, how many kids do you think I have? Now, for context, he kind of like a hood boy, so I'm thinking like, oh well, maybe two. Because a lot of them be having like just a ton of kids scattered. So I'm like, two. And he said he actually have no kids. He said he have no kids. He played college basketball. Could have went to the NBA, blah blah. But he was like, yeah, when I was in college, I messed around with a lot of girls, but here's where the disrespect comes in, and I want y'all to catch this, ladies. I was with a lot of girls, but like there was a good like 4 or 5 women in college that wanted to take the condom off when we slept together, and I was like, this is him, and I was like, why are you doing that? You trying to trap me? He said, so from there, he just like really made sure to get no one pregnant, so that's why he has no kids. And I'm like, okay. So I'll just continue the story, and I'm gonna get into my takeaways. Mind you, this is me on my ride on the way home from church, probably an hour and a half after I gave this man my phone number. He already told me about his escapades in college. He says he's roommating with a stud, and he looked at her one day and she came out the room and she was wearing something that looked fitted. This is him. And he tried to get with her. And she said, no, I only like P. I don't like D. And so he said, oh, from there, he just realized that she not into that. If I were on camera, you see me right now, I'm scratching my head. Why did I need to know that? Okay. So, and again, I'm going to get to some, I do have some takeaways from this experience, but let me finish the story. So, from there, the conversation the conversation was just back forth all over the place, like, because he talk a lot and he overshares. At this point, I'm like 3 minutes from home, so I was like, okay, I only talk for 3 minutes. Perfect. So, we're chatting. But by then, the conversation actually turned kind of like, normal, like first time meeting you stuff. Like, do you like coffee? Like, what kind of food you like to eat? Blah, blah. Kind of like regular lighthearted stuff. So he actually wound up talking me up till I got upstairs, got changed. So by then I was like, okay, I'm comfortable now. I'm actually going to get going so I can spend some time outside and sit on my balcony. Okay. So he says that he wanted to see me again today. And I'm like, absolutely not. You just got my number. You've been talking me up for about 30, 40 minutes, maybe more, that boy, you already got too much, because you gotta slow them down. They will consume you. Men, and as much as they try to say that's a female thing, men will consume you from the jump if they can. You gotta taper that off. And so I was like, no, absolutely not. You're not seeing me today. He said, okay, what about tomorrow? Like, can I maybe take you to lunch or something? And I'm thinking, like, yeah, that could be cool. That could be cool. Before I hung up from him, we said that neither of us had kids. So he was like, yeah, he wants kids, but with the right woman and all this. I think I found her. Da da da. I hate when guys do that. Oh, thank you for listening to me vent, by the way. I hate when guys do that. You don't know me. I could be a whole sociopath. I could be a whole psychopath. I could be the Black Widow. You don't know me. Stop saying that you found the one and you didn't know me 2 hours ago. You literally know nothing about me. I hate that. It's like such a form of love bombing and gaslighting. So anyway, I was like, yeah, I would want, some girls as a woman, but like if my husband wanted, and I made it clear, if my husband wanted sons, like I would want to do that for him. So I'm like sharing some of the names that I have picked out for my girlies. And he said one of the names reminded him of his niece's name. So I was like, oh, okay. So he's like, I'm going to send it to you. He sent me pictures, y'all, of all his nieces and nephews. And this is one of the reasons why I'm going to be very selective when I do have children. They're not going on social media. Ain't nobody taking all these pictures of them. Because I'm a whole stranger. And I hope y'all can still hear me. Sorry about that. This is literally what I deal with every day, all day. Anyway, I'm a whole stranger. You sending me pictures of your nieces and nephews, and they're young. The oldest one might have looked like, 16, 17. That's like, oh, she favors you. So he goes, oh, no, I think she looked like my brother. So he sends me a picture of his brother. But wait, there's more. Completely unsolicited. He sent me pictures of his damn mugshot. You heard that right. Did I say mugshot or mugshots? Because I should make it clear. Mugshots with about 4 S's at the end of that. Yeah, honeys. He had 4 mugshots. And he sent them to me out of nowhere. Like, I said, are these your mugshots? He goes, yeah. And I'm like, okay, so again, this started with somebody pulling out my chair, offering to get my food, talking me up, asking me for my number, saying if I had a boyfriend. And so in the course of 2 hours from then, you have told me about your sexual history. You're telling me how you tried to sleep with your roommate. You sent me pictures unsolicited of your mugshots, of your college sweetheart. When I say you have 4 mugshots, his response was, no, I actually have 6, but these are the only ones I have in my phone. What? I'm like, yeah, I gotta go. So I hang up the phone. I'm like, yeah, I gotta go. Like, I'll talk to you. Bye. I gotta go. He sends me a text. Oh, by the way, he did that the first time. When I didn't answer the phone at the church, he sent me a text right after. So it's already like showing anxiety and lack of respect for boundaries. If I don't answer the phone, why are you texting me right after? So, and then same thing. I get off the phone with you. You text me right after. I just got off the phone with you. Why are you on my line so much? Like, he telling me I sound like a white girl. But like, here's where the Brooklyn gonna come out, bro. I just got off the phone with you. Why are you on my line? So, anyway, he texted me, and I'm just like, at this point, I'm sitting with my friend, and I'm like, girl, he keep texting me, and I don't know what he was even texting or whatever, but I'm not answering. He started texting in some code. I'm not in any emojis. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, my friend took the phone and was like, I'm confused. What you talking about? And he responded in some acronym like NBL, and then with a heart. And I'm like, again, I still don't know what you're talking about. Like, what's wrong with this dude? And he was like, oh, it stands for nothing but love. Welcome to the South. LOL. Because remember, I moved a couple of months ago. He calls, and I'm like, why is you calling? Like, and he's like, oh, so what you doing? You still on the balcony? You still outside? I was like, yeah, I'm outside with my friend. You met her at the church, remember? Oh, yeah, tell her. I said, what's up? So what y'all doing? Yeah, we're sitting here because it's her birthday, and I'm with my friend on her birthday. Like, why are you calling me again? This is like, what, maybe the fourth call today in that day? And I'm like, okay, what is you doing? So I was like, oh, me and my friend trying to figure out something to eat. So he's like, oh, okay, well, I just had spaghetti. Da, da, da. I don't care, bro. I don't care. I'm like, yeah, so I'm with the birthday girl. We're going to try to figure out what we have for dinner. So I'm going to go now. And he's like, okay, well, I'm going to give you a call later. And I said, have a good night. And I hung up the phone. He texted me right after that. And it said Jersey Mike's with a like little emoji. I didn't ask you what I should have for dinner. I ignored it. He said, what are you doing now? I ignored it. He texted me like an acrostic. It was an acronym, like my name spelled out, and then he had put what it, like, kind of like an acrostic poem. But that was so stupid too, because I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, oh. So here's for me what the final straw was, because really, he should have been cut off at the mugshots. But here's the thing, you're in the church. I don't know him from Adam, so I'm not gonna say he's a Christian, but I don't know. But like, I know everybody has a past, and I know that you don't want to judge people off their past. So if you had mugshots and you was in your 20s and now you're in your 40s and you're a changed man, I'm not gonna automatically write you off. I'm gonna vet you extremely hard. What was you in jail for? And I don't, again, the Holy Spirit could change anybody. I'm a real believer in that. But I don't, that doesn't mean I have to deal with it, right? Like, if you was in jail for something that really crosses a line for me, like, for example, rape or something, I'm not giving you no chance. Even if you are saved now and filled with the Holy Ghost, I'm not giving you no chance, because, like, I just think that is really horrible. And as a survivor of sexual assault, molestation and stuff, like, that's not something I'm gonna play. But I'm gonna tell you what the final straw for me was, and then I'm gonna give you my little takeaway. And this is going on a little long, so I'm gonna probably edit some of this. Again, with my friend, he's texting me. I'm ignoring it. He sends me something that says, now, Shanintra, this is what I'm talking about. My roommate don't want to, she sent me this text. She don't want to give up her portion of the rent. And here's what she said. And he's like, I ain't even respond, because it's not about the money. It's about the principle. Like, now what we gonna do? And he's like, and that was it. And I'm just like, what? What? So now you involving me in your roommate's issue, your business with your roommate? Like, wait, homie, you got me all the way twisted, okay? What? Not the person who approached me on some, can I get to know you? Let me pull out your chair. What you like to eat? Can I take you out tomorrow? Not that person telling me who you slept with, that you're trying to sleep with this person, that you got mugshots, that you're now, oh, look at this issue I'm going through with my stud of a roommate. bruh, you got me all the way twisted, okay? Because I don't know you like that for you to be on my line, and now you are emotionally dumping on me. I don't know you like that. I ain't taking on your problems with your roommate. Like, it shows a disrespect. Because here's the thing. I always tell single women, like, if you're a good woman, any woman, if you're a good woman, you like a diamond, man. And this is like somebody touching all over a diamond with their grubby fingers. No gloves on. No gloves on. Playing catch with it. No respect. No care for it. No acknowledgement of what you're actually dealing with. Like, this is day one. You on your best behavior right now. So what the hell am I dealing with? If you don't realize enough that I'm enough of a good quality woman, because that's not how you come at a good quality woman. A woman that's good in quality, you come at her on a level of gentleness and respect, gentleman behavior, like what he was doing in the very beginning. Like you trying to earn me, you trying to get me to like you, you trying to show me how good you are. Oversharing could be cute because it could show nervousness, but look at what you're sharing. You know to stay back from some stuff because you recognize you talking to a feminine woman, a woman of quality. You don't go telling me about your past sexual escapades upon my first time talking to you. That shows a lack of respect. You think you're talking to a homegirl and you're not. You don't tell me, oh, this is the problems I'm going through with my stud roommate that I was trying to sleep with. Absolutely not. I don't know you and I don't know her. You should be saying, wow, I get to talk. This is how a real man approach a real woman. Wow, she's actually giving me her time. Wow, she letting me text her. Let me try to know more about her so I can win her. That's a man that show he about something. You doing what you doing, you ain't about nothing. You ain't about nothing. You on some, oh yeah, let me just kick it with this girl and let me just see if I can get her to like me right quick. And then we're going to just do a couple of things. And then I'm just going to be talking. We're just going to be holed up in the hood together, just hanging out. Nah, ain't no hanging out. Ain't no hanging out. You don't go into the certain jewelry stores you can't go in unless you have proven you got bank. You can't get into some circles unless you've proven yourself. You can't make reservations at some of these restaurants because it's like, who are you that you deserve to come in my establishment? And I treat myself the same way. If you're going to treat a restaurant and a piece of jewelry like that, I'm a whole human being made in the image of God. You're going to treat me, I treat myself just like that. Now, here's where my takeaway comes in. Because really, the moment he told me about him trying to sleep with his stud, he should have got cut off. Because like, and here's my takeaways. One, say what you're thinking. Don't be so much like, oh, I don't want to come off a certain type of way. Because guess what? He don't care. He coming off how he coming off. Say what you're thinking. In my head, I'm like, why are you telling me this? Like, you trying to get with me. Why are you telling me about who else you trying to be with? That's disrespectful. Say what you're thinking, ladies. You're too worried about trying to be nice or trying to be like, ooh, what's the line? I'm just getting to know this man. Is it just his personality? Oh, well, if it's a red flag, it's a red flag. Clock it, but also say it. Because they got they have the audacity to be in your face, playing in your face. Why you can't call them out on it? Like, I see what you're doing. I should have said that. Why are you telling me this? Why are you sending me your mugshots? Like, that's what you lead with for a woman you trying to get? Or is it that you not trying to get as much as you just doing whatever you want, just having fun, just playing around, just, oh, this is passing the time for a couple of hours. Why is you sending me these things? He was sending me memes. Why are you sending, bruh, I don't know you. Why are you on my line? You bored and just looking for something to pass the time? So again, those things was telling me like, this ain't nobody who about nothing. And I'm not, let me be honest, it's a privilege to talk to me, okay? Yeah, and I'm not even gonna apologize for it. I know who I am. I'm a great listener. I'm a good communicator. I literally made my living communicating. Offered six figures to communicate. I am a privilege to talk to. Everybody don't get access to me like that. And that was what I told him. This is where we get to the end of the story. After he sent me that stupid text about him and his roommate, I was like, listen, I don't know what you think. You look like you and a homegirl. I don't know what you think this is, but you a little too comfortable for me. You just met me. You should not be that comfortable around me right now. And there's nothing wrong with that, women. Another message. Please listen. You don't want a man to be so comfortable around you where he treats you like you a homegirl, just another one of his friends, another one of his buddies. You don't want that. Nah. You need to dress up when you come around me. You need to be careful and you got to watch your words when you come around me, because I'm a feminine woman. You ain't bringing all that around me. Like, I don't want you getting that comfortable around me. Definitely not on day one and not on day a million. When you my husband, you still gonna, I need you to shave. I need you to look presentable. I need you to try to impress me still. I need you to smell good. I don't want you getting so comfortable to the point that you letting it all hang out like you in the locker room with one of your buddies. Nah, you in the presence of a feminine woman. And that's a value of a value. The Bible says that a woman, her value is above jewels, rubies. She's more valuable than rubies. And I fully believe that. Because of what you do to them, how you enrich their lives. So you're going to come correct if you want somebody like me. And that's why I was like, nah, homie, I don't know what you think this is, but you're a little too comfortable. So he called me. I didn't want to answer. And this is another thing. Trust your instincts. My friend's like, pick up. So I did. But I didn't want to do that. I shouldn't have did it. Because, of course, he didn't even read my message. Oh, you saying I have a homegirl? I didn't say that. So he reads the message out loud. And he's like, I was just trying to be cool with you. What does that mean? I'm not here. I'm not the just be cool with type. Like my sights are set high. Okay. You're not just gonna be cool with me upon the first time of meeting me. You need to be coming correct with flowers and making plans. And not telling me, can I see you, but I don't have money today. You already don't recognize that you're in the presence of a diamond. So I was like, nah. I was like, yeah. I said, what does that even mean? I was like, listen, everybody don't get, and this is the part that I think went over his head because he hung up on me in mid-sentence. I was like, everybody don't get access to me like that. Like, you sit here telling me your problems. You don't get access to my mental space like that. Because I know what my mental space is worth to me. So I know I truly do live my life this way. Like, you don't just get to call me and dump all over me. Because guess what? There was a point in my life when I didn't. So I would get off the phone feeling so burdened. Because I would feel like I'm the emotionally, verbally abused wife in a marriage. I would feel like I'm that dude who's trying to balance having children and drama and wife drama and this person drama. I was that person who would let people just say whatever, dump all over me. And then as an empath, I felt all that energy. They are lighter and I'm weighed down. And I'm like, wait, you don't have any drama in your life. And you do that intentionally. Why are you letting people just say whatever they want and put all this drama on you? So there was a time in my life where I did not have boundaries. And I let people emotionally dump all over me. And that time came to an end. Thank God. Very selective who I give my mental space to. Are you shown improved? You don't just get to come up in here day one and start dumping all over me. That flew over his head. He didn't get it. So he was just like, oh, listen, I'm gonna, and just hung up the phone. And I just was like, yep, thanks for showing me who you are. You're immature and you're blocked. But this is where I'm like, I'm tired of kissing toads. Like, what was the point of that? Seriously, what was the point of that? Like, that wasn't even 24 damn hours. That wasn't even 10 hours. That wasn't even, what was the point of that? And it gets annoying because it's like, although like you're done, you're blocked and over with, like I'll go back to what I was hours before when I didn't know you existed. Like, I'm still doing me. It's still annoying. It's annoying because the thing is like, if you want to get married, you're never going to get married if you're not first willing to give a dude your phone number, right? But then at the same time, you give a dude your phone number and you take the chance of dealing with dudes like this. Like, I fear it's gonna get to a point where dudes gonna ask me for my number and I'm gonna say no. Where I'm just gonna be like, I don't care anymore. Like, no. And I still want what I want. So it's like, you gotta be willing to put yourself out there and take a chance. But like, no, because it's stupid. I don't want to do it anymore. Like, I hope y'all can relate. I hope it's real. Like, this is real. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the process. Like, shout out to all the women who it was easy for them. They just met their guy. He was nice from the jump. He was a good guy from the jump. Shout out to all the women who met good men. I'm happy for y'all because the bar is in hell out here, and it gets annoying. It gets annoying. We're like, I don't want to do this no more. So, if you're a praying woman, pray for me because I don't know. I don't know what that was. I'm like, as much of the unserious men that have approached me, I'm hoping at some point that I get some serious men that approach me. So pray for me with that. Thank you, ladies, for listening in. This is very long. I don't know. I'm going to have to really edit this. But thank y'all for listening in. I'll see you on the next episode of the Dear Single Women's Podcast.